That's what's up. Well, yeah, that nigga PRC just jumped on, so I'm gonna interview him. I'm gonna hit you, see if you available tonight. All right. All right. What up, though?
Hey, shit, my boy, how you be?
Same old. So we thinking the same, my nigga.
You already know. You gotta get
time of night, nigga. Shit. How you been though?
I can't complain too much, man. Working, living, dadding.
Hey, shit, that's like 3 blessings right there, my nigga.
Oh yeah. I've been blessed a few times over. I ain't complaining.
Shit. Have you actually had a chance to see any of the verses I've done? Okay. That means we could jump right into it then, right?
Yeah, I watched from afar.
Okay. Shit, like I said, we could jump right into it.
Let's get it.
All right. Well, once again, from the great minds of Now I'm Talking About, this is Write a Verse With You. And I got my homie PRC. Are you still going by PRC?
Actually, I'm no longer going by PRC.
We'll get to that. Don't even worry.
Yeah. We'll.
All right. Well, Write a Verse With You was basically me asking you 16 questions with MCs, so everything is a 16. You know what I mean? So the first part is, who is your favorite artist that you know?
Like personally know?
Yeah, yep.
Ah man, tough. I would have to say outside of myself, real shit Black Liquid.
Okay. That's a good one.
We definitely had different styles of music and different ideas on music, but just the drive and the way he go about shit, like it's something you gotta respect. Like he's constantly out there grinding and doing shit for kids and bro on his BI. So if I had to say somebody I like personally knew, I would have to pick him.
That's true. That's a good one too. Yeah, no Black. All right. Next bar requires honesty. Have you ever been outversed on a track?
That's a hard question. It's a yes and no for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I've never been outversed on a track that I was geared up for. Meaning, like when I heard the beat, I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, let's go." I ain't been outversed on one of them, but anything that I want too sure on, I might have been outversed though.
So if a nigga was like, "Come get in this track," you was like, "All right," you might have got outversed on that one.
I might have got outversed on that, Joe. Just the beat we going with. You don't want to do that with. All right. Your song. Let's see what we get to.
I like that. I like that answer. All right,
I will say this. I will say this. You gave me a run for my money on center stage.
Wow. Okay.
I normally don't, but I was like, all right, I might have to go back and write another one.
Well, shit, since we doing this, I really thought my verse was the shit on Take Your Chick.
It
like,
was.
I wrote it, I was like, I don't give a fuck what, I'm going to have the hottest verse on here. And then, you know what I mean, you went first. And I still had to drop it, like, what's shit, fuck, this thing will crush it. They're like you said, that's one of the situations where it's like, your joint. But no, like that's one of my favorite songs. And you definitely.
To this day, that is like, I don't give a fuck where I'm at. If a nigga asks me to perform that bitch, I'm gonna do it. I don't need it. You can give me a spoon and a table, and I'm gonna stand on that motherfucker and do that bitch.
All right. Next bar is a 2-piece. Your best and worst show.
I say the best show was the one that Baja that almost got assigned. Worst show, we were somewhere. Where were we? We were downtown, and matter of fact, we did that jump with like we did that VA anthem joint with like 50 fucking people on it. It was like you, me, Jay, Omar. It was some shitty niggas on that song.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, where the fuck was we at? And I remember because the way we had to do it, like everybody's verse got chopped.
Yeah.
So like nobody did their whole verse, but
Okay.
everybody did their verse. And I was like, this shit not gonna work.
This shit
That's the
sounds
only time
forced.
I forgot the whole verse in my life.
Okay.
Like I
Okay.
knew like the first two bars and everything after that was made to fuck up. I ain't even gonna hold you. It was terrible.
Shit. Yeah, the funny part about that question is I'm there for them.
He's like, yeah, you know, like, I know you remember that. It was bad. I remember looking at you like midway through like the fifth nigga verse and like, like tap the
Yeah.
DJ, put your song, something, say to go. But that joint was bad.
All right, next bar. Who made you want to do music?
Mystical.
Mystical made you want to do music. Okay, okay.
The first time I heard him, I was like, this shit's like, you're not supposed to have this much energy on the song.
Mm.
It just the way he came at every bar and just like, it was like you gonna take this shit. I was like, I think I can do that.
Yeah.
And then I started listening to Lil Wayne, and that just changed everything.
That explains a lot. God damn, that was a perfect. Knowing you, that's a perfect.
Right? It makes sense now.
Hell yeah, nigga. All right, your creative process. Do you have a creative process? Are you spur of the moment, or is there like a routine you need to go through? Or
For me, it was like live as much as I can live in between songs and wait for the beat to tell you what it wants to be about. I think we spoke about this before. Like songwriter was to me was always every beat has a certain amount of songs in it and a certain type of song.
Okay.
You just have to listen and it'll tell you what it wants to say. You just kind of have to go with that flow and not necessarily try to make it say what you want. So for me, I would go out a bunch, experience anything I could experience, and just listen to the instrumentals over and over and over. And eventually they would just tell me what they wanted to say, and that would be the song.
Okay. Okay. I like that. All right. If you could describe your style with a Marvel character, who would it be?
I don't know. I don't really know if that's something Black people would wear. I think it would be an amalgamation of a lot of things. It would be some waves in there, fade on the side, probably some dreads in the back.
No. If you could describe your style in a Marvel character, MCU.
Oh, Marvel character.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you tried to hit on everything. Okay.
Yeah. I mean Marvel or DCU. I don't know which one you prefer. I don't know.
You know I'm a nerd. I got this. We on both sides.
Okay.
I would have to say Legion.
Wow.
Just because it switches so much. Like I think that was one of my better qualities as an artist. Like I couldn't really be boxed. Like he's not like a hardcore rapper. He's not like a gangster rapper. But whatever song you put him on, he's gonna kill that bitch. So I would have to say Legion.
Okay. I like that. All right. Dream situation. You know how Danger Mouse and Black Thought or Havoc and Davies. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who would be a producer you would love to do a project with?
I don't really know. just because I think I have, like, again, one of those styles that kind of meshes well with everything. I mean, just to keep it hometown, I would love to do something with like Pharrell, Timberland, Missy, maybe Scott Storch, see if he's still around.
Okay, he's still around. All right, another dream situation, collaboration style. You know how Hove and Jay Electronica dropped the album, or Styles and Dave East dropped the album. Who was an artist you would love to do an EP with, like 7 or 8 tracks together? Who was that?
Obviously Wayne. It's a lot of those. 2 Chainz would be fun. I feel like Kodak might be fun, but I feel like it would be frustrating in the same breath. Like, I feel like getting through the song would frustrate the shit out of me. But once we got it done, it would be an amazing track. If I had to say female artist, I would say HRE or her. I don't, whichever one she prefers.
Yeah.
And some from back in the day, I would say Kelly.
Kelly Price?
Kelly Rowland.
Oh, Kelly Rowland. Okay. That's not okay. I like that one. All right. How many names have you been through? 16.
Not that many, like 4 or 5. Like 4 or 5.
Okay. Like
they're all bad.
Like,
they're all bad.
Were you PRC when we first started doing music together, or did you?
When we first started doing music together, I had settled on PRC.
Okay.
Everything before that was bad.
Oh,
everything
man.
before that was bad.
I wasn't privy to that shit.
Nah. There was a time I was 100 watts. That lasted like maybe 2-3 weeks. The very first rap I ever wrote, I was called OD Dog in it. And that almost made me stop rapping. It was that bad. It was I was like 12, so I don't give myself too much slack for it, but it was bad. It was bad.
Okay. So has PRC always stood for Prince of Rich City?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. How'd you land on that?
Because I always wanted to do something. Like, at that time I was like, I want my name to have some type of royal connotation to it, something like that. And Prince Rich City was a really long fucking name. I was like, I'm not gonna put this on anything. We have to like scale this down. And so I just kind of settled on PRC and just ran with it, and it worked.
Yeah. True. All right. Next bar. What object represents hip hop the most to you? You know, maybe like a Kango or some shell toes or microphone, pen and a pad. What reps hip hop to you?
I would definitely say if I had to pick one item, it would be the pen and the pad.
Okay.
Just an old beat up notebook with the edges all crinkled up and like a pen with no top on it.
All right. Random question. Did you use Aspire notebooks or the marble composition notebooks? Which ones did you use?
I used everything. I used notebooks, the spiral joints, the composition joint. I used pads. Sometimes with type stuff. I got to the point where I was using like sticky notes.
Yeah, oddly enough, I couldn't use the composition books. The marble joints, I couldn't use them. I don't. Only time I ever used, me and Jay, he's like, give me his book.
Right.
To write my verse in it, that's the only time I ever used composition books. So for some reason, I just didn't like how they felt. You couldn't really fold them. In half. You know what I mean? Like I really didn't.
They got that weird bubble in them.
Yeah. Like I guess that's a little OCD I'm figuring out that I have. But yeah, I couldn't write him. Couldn't write a marble book.
I couldn't write in my phone.
Huh?
I couldn't write in my phone. Like you see, like cats now, like they, like you ready? You got your shit. Like, oh yeah, they pull up their phone. Like I got my shit. Like I can't sit there on this little ass screen and da 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 da. Like I just couldn't do it.
And it's funny because my name's Ryan Book, but like for a while I reverted to writing in my phone. But when I went to the studio, I had to write it, you know what I mean, in a notebook and record it like that. I couldn't record. I couldn't record off my phone. You know
See
what I
that?
mean? I don't know because
To
I'm
me, that's just
old
a
and the
waste of
words too
time. Like I'm
small.
adding an extra step.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck though. You know what I mean? I need that. You know, I need that sometimes to tell you the truth. But yeah, back to you, my nigga.
Yeah.
All right, instead of asking you what is something that you or when did you know you made it or whatever, I asked, what is something you didn't think you would do when you first started making music? Like whether it was a tool or making a video or something. Like when you first
So
started saying, I will make music, what's something you never thought you would accomplish?
all of it, every single part of it.
Okay.
Like I remember sitting in Rose's computer room when we were 14, 15, 16, like just playing random beats, Bubba Sparks Ugly.
Mm.
College Dropout, the two words are just random beats. Like he's like, man, just go, just go, just go. Like, all right. Like it never dawned on me like it was actually good enough that I was actually good enough to like sit down and make a song and then go perform it and have people listen to it. So for me, it's literally all of it. Like, to be honest with you, I walked into that first studio session prepared to be told not to come back. Like that, like, cause I felt like I was hot to me, but the only other people who like were telling me I was hot were people who couldn't rap at all. So it was like it wasn't till then, and then rocking with Spade and him being around actual like professional artists.
Yeah.
He was like, "No, you got something." That's when it all kind of really was like, "Oh wow, you can do this." But like I said, it was all of it from the very first recorded session to the last show. It was everything.
I like that. A tough question. What do you miss the most?
Doing shows. I could go into this for a fact. I didn't want to do nothing else but record and do shows. I don't care. I'm not getting on this fucking Instagram shit every fuck this shit. You do it. Here's my password. Here's my login. Take it. I don't give a fuck what you post. Call me when we go into the studio. I'm gonna go over here and write until then. I don't want no parts of nothing else. But I also think that was part of my downfall. Like, I was solely concerned with the music aspect of it. But again, that's where the passion lied. So I don't regret it. I just wish I would have learned to manage it better.
Okay. I like that. All right. What's more memorable? Your first time owning a cipher, your first time riding home listening to yourself, or your first time performing?
In order, first time performing, first time riding home listening to myself, first time in a cipher.
No, first time owning a cipher. Yes, that's different.
See, I don't really know if I owned any ciphers. Like I always felt like I held my own. I never really felt like I crushed everybody.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. All right. Your favorite song to perform?
Outside of I Take Your Chick, I would say it's a tie between you, basically the whole click and Black Sheep, I'm Just Riding joint.
Okay.
And I Do What I Wanna.
Okay. Oh yeah.
just the levels of energy in those two songs. Like, even if you don't like the song itself, Like the
The
energy in
energy.
them, how you like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like, yeah, let's smoke. Like, they a vibe.
Yo, I'm laughing because I forget when I asked about this verse. I'm forgetting that like I was there for most of this shit, so I know
That
exactly
was,
what you're talking about. Yeah, like, this is just. I don't have as much fun as you are, right? Like, this is
bro. That was when like the wheels really hit the road, because like
yes,
up until then it was like, I think that might have been the first show where it all really came together. Because it was like he had a set, and we did that joint on his set, and then it was the South Side did it set, and like we ended up rocking for like 45 minutes an
yeah,
hour
yeah.
straight, and like,
We finessed that joint like
yeah.
like it was a group of three niggas and we had three different sets though. Like we finessed the hell out that joint, bro. Like
And the coolest part about it was like even the other artists who were there to perform like enjoyed the set. So it won't
yeah,
like they're like, yeah, damn, they taking a long time. Like it was like, yo,
but it's
these
worth it though.
motherfuckers going.
Yeah, that shit was definitely. All right, what's your favorite album? What's your favorite hip hop album?
Of all time or just
All time.
man. Um hmm. I shit. That's a toughie. That's a toughie.
That's why it's the 15th
Um
bar. The 15th bar sets up the last bar. That's why it's all. That's why this. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's why it's
yeah,
here.
I got you. I would say either the first two Carters or the Black Album.
Oh wow, wow! Like I love this question because the answers are never what you expect. Because when you said Carter's, I expected three. And that's you know what I mean. And then when you said I didn't expect the Black Album, like I just didn't. Like I've been sipping a little bit, so this verse going a lot of other places than it usually go.
I tell
But
you why I picked the Black Album.
okay, I'm here for it.
So like for me, that was like listening to a grandfather rap to you and give you the game. Like, because in my mind at the time, I'm like 16, 17. I know I'm gonna get signed.
Okay.
So to me, it was Jay putting me on game. Like, hey, it's gonna come a time where you might feel like you don't want to do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got to, it was so different from everything he did previously. Like it was almost like I got to see him mature in the
Mm-hmm.
music.
Okay.
So I was like, oh wow, I can like it gave me some comfort. Like I don't necessarily have to rap about money, cars, and jewels all the time. But like when I do want to rap about something serious, it doesn't need to be a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can rap about being mature and like what music has done for me and shit like that. Like Dear Summer is a crazy song.
Yeah.
Not
Wow.
because he's like, hey, he's having an intimate moment with like the actual rap game. Not the money, not the fame, but like the actual rap game itself. And up until then, I didn't realize that was a thing that could be done.
I love that. I love that. Like yeah. Like maybe I like the album more than I thought I did. Like that's crazy. Like that's
Like I almost want to, no disrespect to anybody, but like that was like one of the first times a adult rap to me,
okay.
like where it was more than fun, but like it wasn't necessarily given to me like some Public Enemy shit, like yo,
Yeah.
conscientious, you need to da da da. Just
First
like
time an adult rap to you and you ain't cut it off immediately. You actually like, oh, listen.
right,
I got you. I got you.
right. It
Okay.
was like I could actually listen to this and learn something, and not feel like I'm being
Preach to.
force fed information.
Okay. All right. 16th bar is a who, what, when, where, how situation. So who is PRC?
PRC is here's what happens when you let go of all your inhibitions. You stop worrying about what anybody thinks about you, what they might be concerned with, what they don't like about you, and you bask in you. You're you, you're happy with you, and you're going to put out your energy to everybody. Whether they take it, hate it, love it, you're not concerned with that. Your concern is solely putting out your energy and doing what you want to do.
Okay. Okay.
So he's more of a instinct personified. Like there's not a lot of thought with him. It's just feel, go.
Okay. Okay. What is your style?
I've always called it a quick shift.
Mm.
So essentially it's just you might ride the beat, and there's gonna be a time where you just put it in fourth gear and and then you bring it back and kind of ride the beat a little bit more, and then you hit them again. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain.
Okay.
Not a lot of people have it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say outside, and again, this is not to sound cocky, arrogant, or anything like that, but like outside of like myself, the only people I really see pull it off in a consistent manner is like Lil Wayne, which is honestly kind of where I got it from. Lil Baby, that's kind of it. Like I don't think it's necessarily a style a lot of people can pull off, just because of the up and downness of it.
Okay. Okay. All right. When this usually is a when you got something dropping. When you know you was winning when you was doing music? Like what was the top? Like what was
Um, I just dropped "Welcome to Rich City." Um, and we were doing a lot of stuff at the time, and it was like I think we maybe had like 10 or 12 beats we didn't really have songs for. And I remember you were like, here, just figure it out. And like part of me was like, what the fuck do you mean figure it out? And then part of me was like, well, he wouldn't have given you all of these if he didn't think you could actually figure it out.
Hmm.
And it's funny because uh the intro to Live from the TARDIS came out of that. Take Your Chick came out of that. I Do What I Wanna came out of that. It was a lot of really good songs that came out of that. And I was kind of like, you might be onto something. Like, you might actually got this. So I would have to say that was probably the most.
Okay. Okay.
But for like them first 2 days, I cussed you the fuck out. Like I was like, I don't know what the fuck is it. I'm gonna go smoke. I don't know what to do with this.
All right. All right. Where is usually a chance to shout out the clothing line, but I'm gonna ask you where were you what show you wish you could have over? Is there one particular show?
There is actually. There is. I would have to say Mansion House in DC or Northern Virginia.
A word?
Yeah, yeah.
What didn't you like about it?
I know. I liked it. It was just I didn't have enough music at the time that I was prepared to do.
Okay. Okay.
So like if I could do it over and like put a rush on Welcome to Rich City or any of that, I'd have definitely done it so I could have performed one of those there.
Okay. Okay. All right. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, right, but no, that show itself was that was like the first show that made me feel like we're gonna keep doing shows.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I forgot. Yeah, thank you for the memory just now, nigga. Like,
I tell you, that shit was dope.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Omega. Goddamn. All right, how can people find your music, yo? Like, where if I want to listen to some PRC, where can I go?
I'm still on SoundCloud. I'm still on that Piff. Everything is still on the Southside Did It. That's still a label. That's still a team. That's the only place I'm dropping anything if I do decide to drop anything. Yeah, so you can look there. I'll always be there. We still have videos up on YouTube. Um, yeah, definitely not hard to find.
Just know to type in. I got you. I got you.
You
But
already know.
yeah, that's 16, my nigga. That's a verse.
That was easy. I thought we was gonna have to do some hard work here.
Yeah, that was more enjoyable than anything. That shit was fun, like a trip down memory lane, my nigga, for both of us.
Yes, yes. Because I lie to you not. I haven't thought about Mansion House until you just asked me that question.